Hi, I'm Guna Mathivanan. Welcome to Simply Current Affairs. Before going into today's editorial discussion, let us finish the feedback for the question which I gave in the last video. Friends, if you're watching this video series for the first time, then please watch my introductory video given in the playlist to know how to participate in this answer writing program. The initiative is open to all. So we have launched our exclusive current affairs program 75x75 and economy full course targeting prelims 2026. To know about these programs, you can click the link given in the description, or you can visit www.simplycurrentaffairs.com, or you can WhatsApp to the number given in this video. The question which I gave in the last class is: assess the potential of universal basic income as a tool to address the challenges of inequality, technological unemployment and inefficient welfare delivery in India. Right? So you can start with explaining what is this UBI. Okay, so it has immense potential and how it can address the inequality. So UBI mention about something about the potential and link it with how it can address the inequality, how it can address the technological unemployment, how it can improve the welfare delivery in India. Okay, and also highlight some challenges, though challenges is not explicitly asked. Highlight some challenges and give a conclusion. Very simple structure. So we have taken the answer of Ranjit. Ranjit, you have written a very good answer, right? Many of them, they have failed to address the entire demand of the question. You have written it very well. I'll tell you why your answer is good. For others also, it will be very useful. Okay, so you have highlighted what is UBI. Universal Basic Income is a periodic unconditional cash transfer. Great. You have brought in a fact that an economic survey, as I mentioned in the last video, in 2016 economic survey, it was mentioned about UBI, and you have also given the potential, how UBI can ensure social justice, economic efficiency. So you have given the link to its potential, and from there how UBI can address the challenges like inequality, technological unemployment, right? Improve the welfare delivery. That you have given subheading and you have started those content. The most important part is, so you have given subheading of inequality. You did not directly jump into the content part. You have explained what is the concern right now in India. The concern is top 1% of India's population, they hold 40% of the country's wealth. So that report you are mentioning, Oxfam report you are mentioning, and from there you are explaining how this UBI can reduce the inequality, because it helps in income redistribution and that also helps in improving the human capability. Right? It improves the human capability. So it helps. When you get money, you will put your money in nutrition, health, skill development, etc. That minimizes the inequality, right? Similarly, technological unemployment, you have mentioned the fact that by 2030, around 80 crore job will be lost globally, right? So this UBI is going to give some extra money. You can use that extra money for skilling yourself so that you can meet the demands of the new job market, or whenever you lose job, till you find the another job or till you upgrade your skill set to find another job, you have money to take care of you and your family in the time period. So that you have mentioned. Then the welfare delivery. See, the current welfare system is plagued with inefficiency, exclusion errors, corruption, right? So how that can be addressed? See, universal basic income is, as the name says, it is universal. It goes for everybody, and we have an already administrative setup of JAM Trinity, which we can use it for transferring the money. So that will address the leakage, right? The sixth point alone, I have to say something. See, 2016-17 economic survey, which was talking about universal basic income, that chapter of UBI was mentioning that universal basic income will be replacing the ongoing subsidies. That was the proposed idea. But however, till now, there is no such discussion going on. Okay, different proposals comes here and there. The article which we discussed in the last class, which particularly reinforced that UBI should not replace the ongoing schemes. The ongoing welfare measures should continue alongside with UBI. Okay, so here you have mentioned UBI helps in replacing or rationalizing overlapping subsidies. So this point can be slightly rephrased. Apart from that, everything is fine. So challenges, of course, to implement this, there's going to be higher. Many students did not mention this challenge since it was not explicitly asked. You have to mention high fiscal burden. Okay, and see, this also cause inflation, right? If it is not properly addressed. Digital divide. So, though universal basic income is for everyone, but when we are using digital tools, that can lead to those people who are deprived of digital infrastructure. So, those are challenges. And finally, you have given the conclusion by quoting the economic survey only. UBI is the fastest way to ensure social justice, but however, it is not a silver bullet. It should be complemented with fiscal prudence, job creation, infra development for addressing the above challenges. Very good answer. One of the best answer written in all these days, right? So yes, Ranjit, right? Ranjit, good, very good, fine. So now let's move on to today's editorial discussion. So we have taken editorial topic from The Hindu. The topic deals with the recently released draft labor policy. Okay, recently a new draft labor policy was released, which was titled as Shram Shakti Niti 2025. Shram Shakti Niti 2025. So the article which was written in the paper was highly critical about the draft policy. We cannot be that much critical. So we have modified the content to suit our UPSC needs. From mains perspective, we will see. So this policy primarily focuses on improving we make use of the technologies and you create some digital platforms where people's skills are rightly matched with the available jobs. So there is job market, there are people with a lot of skill sets, they have to meet, they have to properly match. So this policy aims to create platforms using artificial intelligence, using other technologies. One side we will be having the demand database, another side we will have the supply database. Demand is the job requirement database, supply is the skilled people database. So with the help of artificial intelligence, let us improve the job matching so that efficiently we can ensure that a lot of job demand is being met by the unemployed youth. That is one important aspect of the scheme. Second important aspect is to ensure social security for all. See, what is social security? Social security means income security plus health security. If a person's income is secured and health is secured, that is called as social security. Example for social security programs. See, you take pension programs. Pension after your retirement will ensure some income to you, right? So pension programs are social security programs. Health security, you take Ayushman Bharat, health insurance program, which is also a social security program. So here we have Provident Fund initiatives, we have ESI initiatives, all these initiatives which aims to ensure social security for the people who are working in organized sector. But this proposed policy says that irrespective of where you work, everyone should have social security. This is one other objective of this program, this policy. The next one is improving the women labor force participation. Next one is improving the women labor force participation, that has to be significantly increased. And the next objective of this policy is to ensure there is no worker death. Okay, inside the work organizations, there should not be any worker death. By 2047, we have to achieve zero worker death. That is the target which this policy is setting. Right. Then the policy also highlights about the need for developing the labor force to meet the green economy. So today we are seeing a huge transition. The economy will become green economy in the future. So our labor force should have proper skill set to meet that. So that is also a focus area of this particular policy. Now, what is the good thing about this policy? All the points appears good, right? So what is the good thing? See, the first good thing I would say, the social security for all. This policy says that the ongoing schemes like Provident Fund program, ESI program, e-Shram portal we have to register the unorganized workers, we have e-Shram portal. So all the existing portals, programs will be unified into one particular account. So every one of us will be having one account. So currently, what is the problem? There are different social security programs. For each security program, we have different accounts. So now we will merge everything into one account. We'll merge everything into one account, and everybody will be given this insurance program, pension program, health coverage, and insurance coverage, pension coverage. 3 things: health, pension, insurance. All the 3 will be provided for all. This is what the policy promises. So that is something which we have to definitely appreciate. Right. And with respect to women, the policy is not just focusing on improving the labor force participation of women. Rather, this also focuses on ensuring the safety of women in the work organization. Safety of women, and also focuses on developing crèche facilities in the work site, and also focuses on ensuring equal wages for men and women. Right. And the third thing is with respect to usage of technology. Usage of technology to improve the efficiency in the job matching. So that is something which we have to appreciate, and also focus on green economy, which was not seen in the recent days. So this explicitly mentions, because to meet the green economy demand, the labor force should have new skill sets. So that is, again, we have to focus to ensure that in future there is sufficient skill set for the people to get the job. This policy is focusing on this aspect as well. So these are all the good aspects of Shram Shakti Niti policy. Now, what are the challenges here? See, every point has its own challenge. You take social security only. How social security will be given for all? India has the largest workforce working in informal sector. More than 90% of the workforce in the country, they work in informal sector. So they do not have proper certification, registration. They are not covered under any formal net. They are daily wage casual workers, casual laborers. See, even today, this author was specifically, so he is a forced labor investigator, this author. So this author is sharing his personal experiences. So the author was highlighting that a lot of people in many companies, they are recruited as a formal employee, but over a period, by making use of various loopholes and gaps, these workforce are turned into casual workers and daily laborers, so that they are not given the sufficient social security. So even in formal sectors, a lot of people are being treated or converted into casual laborers, so that the companies, organizations can escape from these social security commitments. That is the case. Okay, and if you think more than 90% of the workforce, they come under informal sector. So how come government can ensure social security for all? Look at the fiscal deficit of the country. The fiscal deficit of the country is huge. We have our FD is almost 15 lakh crores. Our fiscal deficit, that is the amount of money which we borrow to meet our budgetary deficit, is almost 15.25 lakh crores, almost close to 15.24 lakh crores. In such situation, how the government will be ensuring social security for all? Number 2, if it is going to ensure, what will be the funding pattern? Who is going to contribute how much? How much central government is going to contribute, how much state government is going to contribute, how much the employer is going to contribute, how much the employee is going to contribute. This policy is not giving the details of that funding mechanism. Right. See, ensuring safety for women is something which we have to definitely appreciate. But given the current number of inspectors, only when you increase the more number of labor inspectors, they will go for frequent inspections. They will come to know whether the workforce has sufficient safety net or not. When we do not have sufficient labor inspectors, when there is no sufficient inspections happening, and when there is no sufficient punishments, there should be proper punishment, stringent punishment for non-compliance. When there is no sufficient penalties, punishments, sufficient inspectors, how can we ensure this women's safety into the organization? Not just women's safety. We have a target of achieving zero worker death by 2047, right? How that will be achieved? So for which we need to have proper visits of labor inspectors. Inspections has to be conducted frequently. So this policy is not speaking about that clearly. Right. See, this policy also talks about usage of artificial intelligence. See, artificial intelligence, now if you look at the debate which is going on in the world, is the ethical usage of artificial intelligence. AI has to be ethically used. If it is not ethically used, it will become more discriminatory. There is a threat of usage of AI in job matching systems. What if suppose that job matching system algorithm is discriminatory? That might lead to exclusion of lot of people getting access to various jobs, right? And see, to enforce everything, ultimately the marginalized, the low income laborers, they have to get benefited out of this policy. That is what is more important, and that can be ensured only when we have proper trade unions, labor unions. This policy is not talking about labor unions. So all these are the challenges or criticism which was highlighted in this article. See, this policy's success will not be measured on the points mentioned in the digital dashboards of the websites. If you go to the government websites, you will have the digital dashboard where you will see a lot of numbers. These many numbers enrolled, these many got benefited. This number game is not going to tell the success of this policy. The policy will be successful. The policy will be successful when the millions of laborers who are trapped in the low income, who are trapped in the low income for several decades, if their life is getting improved, if they are able to improve their quality of life, standard of living, then that is where the Shram Shakti Niti 2025 policy success will be. Right, friends, I hope you got clarity on the topic what we discussed today. So now, based on this topic, I'll give you a question. The draft new national labour policy, Shram Shakti Niti 2025, while ambitious in its promises for labour welfare, overlooks the deep-seated structural flaws in India's working landscape. Critically examine. 10-marker question. So write for 150 words and send an email in PDF format. And after sending, please mention in the video that you have submitted the answer. Right, friends, I will see you tomorrow with another interesting editorial topic. Till then, bye. Take care from Guna Mathivanan.